welcome to Monday. Welcome to the last full week in Arizona before I fly. I cannot believe I leave a week from tomorrow. Where has the spring and summer and autumn gone? I booked these tickets back in May, was it? Oh my gosh. It's late. It's 1:30. The day is well underway. I got a late start. I slept in. This is what happens when you stay up until 2 a.m. Saturday night, Sunday morning. I needed the extra sleep. I was so exhausted last night, as all of yesterday, as you will have seen in last week's weekly vlog. This week, I'm not sure how this is going to go. This would technically be weekly vlog 36, but I think it's probably going to get turned into a 2, possibly 3-part preparing for London vlog. So I'm going to be trying to edit these each night as I go along, and when I get up to around 20 minutes of footage, which is usually the length of a weekly vlog, I'll export it and upload it. This week is going to be all the conference paper writing, all the final teaching prep to get them set to go so that I'm doing minimal work during the 2 weeks that I'm gone, all the packing, all the cleaning. My apartment is an absolute mess. I mean, I've got all the packing mess. You can see my hanging rack behind me. I'm starting to organize what I'm going to wear and pack with me. My suitcases are down below at the bottom of the rack, so it's just a nightmare in here at the moment. So I need to clean because I do not like leaving for a trip with my apartment being an absolute mess. I like to come home to a nice, clean, tidy apartment. So there's a lot to do this week, and then also Monday of next week we'll get rolled into these vlogs as well, and then Tuesday we'll start day 1 of the London vlogs with traveling in the airport. And it's going to be a busy week, and I definitely want to share it all with you, and I want to show you a bit more of my packing process. So yeah, the vlog is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be a normal weekly vlog. Today, so far, I have done a little bit of work in my conference paper. I still need to do a bit more work. Mostly some brainstorming and just thinking about things so that I've got more of a knowledge of what I'm writing tomorrow. I've gotten through the introduction and the scholarship and context, and I've kind of got something written up for why it matters. So I want to keep working on that a little bit, and then I want to brainstorm the analysis a little bit more. So that's going. It's still not done. It's not even halfway done, but I'm not panicking yet, so I should be okay. Need to start doing some laundry. I want to go for a walk today. I've been doing better with my steps and with doing a little bit of walking each day. What else? I've got my bullet journal all sorted out, so you will have just seen that. So that's all done, all set. I can't believe that in the for next week section I'm already writing London. I also have office hours starting in a little over an hour. I did a lot of work on Saturday. I got all caught up on grading, so there's just a couple late submissions that I need to grade. So I'm gonna shut up and get to work, and I will talk to you all soon. I'm gonna go drink my tea now. That'll have to do. Okay. Welcome to Tuesday. I've got wet hair, but I've put on some makeup and I've put on some real clothes. I just got back. Well, I didn't just get back. I got back a couple hours ago from physical therapy. Took a shower, ate lunch. I haven't done any work yet. I need to do that. But the packing area was starting to get a bit cluttered and is making me a little bit crazy. So I thought I would just do some stuff over here for a minute and also kind of talk you through how I start my packing process. I like using a separate space, so I have a rolling rack, a clothing rack, that I keep out in my storage closet, but you could use a spare closet, a spare room, just somewhere where you can take over a space. That's kind of what I need. That's why I use this. I don't like using my bed because this process usually starts about a week before I fly, if not a little bit sooner than, if not a little bit longer than that. So a week to 2 weeks is when I usually start. So I pulled all the suitcases out and the rolling rack out sometime last week. And as I do laundry, I just throw onto the rack anything that is even remotely a possibility for something that I want to bring with me. So I've got a bunch of clothing on here right now. There's some more in the laundry and there's some more waiting to be washed. But I'm starting to get a sense of my color palette and the pieces that I want to bring. But as I will show you when I get towards that process, there's a lot of editing that goes along with that. I also, at the same time that I start hanging up stuff that I'm considering, I bring out my suitcases. So I've got my carry-on rolling suitcase, my large checked bag, and then my carry-on that goes under the seat. There is a sort of hierarchy ranking of what goes in what. So the stuff that goes under the seat are the things that I absolutely cannot be separated from. So my expensive electronics, like my laptop, my tablet, my Olympus pen. It also has my medication. So things that I might not even use during the flight itself, but it cannot get checked. Sometimes there is a possibility that if the flight is full, they will check your larger carry-on that goes in the overhead bin. So I never want to be in a situation where I've put something valuable into my overhead carry-on bag just in case. So jewelry goes into this bag. I will do a separate what's in my carry-on once I get it fully packed. Then what goes in the rolling carry-on are things that I still would not like to be separated with, but slightly less valuable. I always put a spare outfit on the way out. So on my way to London, there will be a spare outfit as well as a spare pair of socks, underwear, a shirt that I could sleep in if I needed an extra pajamas just in case, so that if this bag gets lost or delayed, I'm not completely stuck with only the clothes on my back. And then my makeup usually goes in here. So the liquids obviously have to go in the smaller pouch, and they usually end up in my under the seat bag, but my makeup and brushes and stuff like that will go in here. So I don't usually bring a whole lot of liquid makeup because I prefer to carry my makeup on, just because my makeup is expensive and it is replaceable, but it would be expensive to replace if this bag got completely lost and I never got it back. And then in here is everything else. So obviously you never want to lose your bags. Make sure that you've got personal property insurance. If you are young and still living at home, you'd probably be covered under your parents' home insurance or personal property insurance. I live on my own. I have renter's insurance, renter/personal property insurance. So if my bags ever got lost, I could file an insurance claim and get the value of what my clothes and stuff is worth. But the things that are either super expensive, a hassle to replace, or completely irreplaceable go in here, and then potentially in here if they have to. So extra chargers will go in this bag. This is replaceable. It would cost me a decent amount of money to replace it, but it is replaceable and it is easily replaceable. I would just have to go to the Apple store in London. So this is my charging cable for my MacBook Pro. And this is the old one that I have, but it should still work with them. So this end goes into my charger, and then it's got the UK plug at this end. So I had to replace my charger for my old laptop a couple trips ago, so I just bought this one because I knew I had the American version of this end back here in the States. In here I will put because I don't have room for it in my under the seat bag. Over-the-counter medications. So I've got Benadryl and Mucinex. I might put a sleeve of Mucinex in my under the seat bag, but otherwise vitamins and stuff I will put in here because I would survive without these. I would. I'd be a bit miserable, but I would survive. But I wouldn't really survive that well without my prescription medications. So those go in the other bag. When I'm not traveling, when I'm storing all of this stuff, everything that I use for travel is put in this bag. That's a card for a friend that I need to give them when I'm there. So all my travel stuff, all my UK stuff is kept in here, and then this goes in here, and then all of these bags go up into the shelf in my laundry room. So one of the things I wanted to do today was sort out the stuff that's in this bag and put it into the bags that they eventually will go in, so that I'm starting to get a sense of what's going in each bag, and so that my carry-on will now be empty. What I like to do as I'm getting ready to pack, so in that like week to 2 weeks before I fly, is have my bags out, open, ready, and as I'm buying things, like everything that's in here from the travel haul that is going up this week as I'm filming this bit, I can start dumping stuff into the right bag that it will go into so that things are starting to get organized. This is a little travel luggage scale. I highly recommend these, especially if you are prone to shopping like I am. So I always very carefully weigh my bags, but mainly my big checked one, and I know what my bag's weight is when I'm flying to my destination. So when I'm going to London, I know what my pre-trip weight for the bag is, and I know how much the difference is, so I know how much weight-wise I can purchase and stay under the limit. And then this is great because when I come home from shopping, I can weigh the shopping bags and know where I'm at. So I highly recommend buying one of these. This travels in this bag along with the charging cables and stuff. So that just kind of walks you through my kind of planning process, preparation process. I could pack for a trip like this all in one night. I could. It would drive me crazy. So starting a little early, having a designated spot in my home where my suitcases and stuff can live for a week or so while I plan things out makes things a lot easier. And so now, as I'm putting together my toiletry bag and my makeup bag and stuff like that, even before I'm ready to fully pack, I can be putting stuff into the right place. As I print out documents, this bag is now filled with just the stuff that is going to go in this bag, so I can start adding other things to this bag. Snacks, when I start buying snacks, I need to go to Whole Foods, will go in here, and yeah. But once I fill up these bags, I will do separate videos on what is in each of them specifically, but I wanted to show you my kind of general process. And I'm going to shut up now before this gets any longer, and I also need to go work on my conference paper before I have to go to class tonight. Welcome to Wednesday afternoon. It's 4:37 So I got rear-ended today. Yay! Not. My morning went fine. I had some appointments. I had an appointment down on campus. So that's where I was at. I was leaving campus. That appointment was done, and I was on my way back up to my side of town, and yeah. I don't want to get into the specifics while insurance is still sorting things out. I mean, it was definitely his fault. Oh my gosh. Like, really? Really? It's the second time I've been rear-ended too, and I feel like I'm cursed or something. I'm just, ugh. Anyway, so as soon as it was done and we exchanged information, I called my insurance company and gave them all of the information and started the claim and gave them my statement. And then in the middle of that, I started to feel really sick. My stomach was just not happy with all the stress. So I had to hang up. I had to race to a Target. I'm going to end that bit of the story there before it gets to be too much information. And then managed to drive home and then had to call my insurance company back to get the information on where to go to get it inspected. So I left and then went to the body shop to get the car inspected. Bumper definitely has to be replaced. I mean, it did its job. It protected me and my car from worse damage and absorbed the majority of the impact, but it definitely needs to be replaced. It's hanging on there, so it's still drivable. They've got me scheduled to drop it off on Monday evening, so the night before I fly. They should have it done before I'm ready to fly back, so either they can hold it for me and I can pick it up when I get back, or hopefully, even better, one of my parents could go pick it up and drop it off at my place while I'm gone. Oh, it's just stress I didn't need. Basically, I lost about 4 hours of time today that was supposed to be spent working on my conference presentation. So I've lost that time and now have to get that time back somehow. I've been okay. My sister's on her way over because we'd planned for her to come over anyway just to have dinner and hang out one more time before I fly. But I'm feeling so stressed and so anxious now, and I haven't cried during all of this, but I really want to. I'm the kind of person who, in a crisis, I can hold it together. I can keep my head above water and get the work done and focus on the task at hand, and I don't freak out in a crisis. But there's always that come down once the immediate crisis is done, and I feel like that's where I'm headed, and I really just want to go lay in bed and cry. Like, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm not hurt. The other guy wasn't hurt. You know, if one of us had gotten hurt, that would have made this all so much worse. So everyone is physically fine and cars can be fixed. And I shouldn't have to pay for anything because it wasn't my fault. But it's just now I've got that stress of hoping that everything goes right and goes smoothly with the insurance. And if I weren't flying to London next week to present a paper, if this had happened like 2 months ago, I'd be a lot more chill about it. I mean, I'd still be upset, but I wouldn't be. It's just, I hate the fact that I'm going to leave the country and my car is going to be kind of up in the air, and I don't know. And I won't be available if they try to call me. It's really hard for me to make and return phone calls from overseas to a US number. So, I'm done. But I can't be done because I have so much work to do. So that's where we're at. That's how this week is going. I hope all of you have been having a much better week than mine has been today. I need to stop that. The week hasn't been bad. Today's been this afternoon. This afternoon has been pants. It's been absolute rubbish. But earlier in the day was fine. My appointments went smoothly. I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to relax the rest of this evening. And yeah, I have a much more fun day planned tomorrow. We'll see if that gets included in this bit of the vlog. I don't know how there's so much going on this week that it's definitely gonna have to be more than one vlog. So I don't know if this is going to be the end of part 1. I'd hate to end it on such a crap note. So I'll try to squeeze in tomorrow as well. Part 1 might still end up being a long vlog, but oh well. It's kind of feel like that's one of the reasons you guys watch me, because I do long vlogs. Anyone who doesn't like long vlogs probably unsubscribed or stopped watching these a while ago. So I'm gonna go relax, and I will talk to you all later.
Vlog or blog?
Vlog.
Okay.
You're on film. Say that again.
Hi, vlog.
Hi, YouTube. Wine Bob holds a full.
For all your wino needs.